For section 4 of our workplace assessment plan, we need to include the criteria or standards or specification. In other words, when you are conducting a workplace assessment, you need to have some type of guidance that's going to help you make a judgment on your learner's performance. So a key hallmark of any assessor is to be objective and to use some type of document in order to make that professional judgment about the learner's perhaps working role. So can they carry out their day-to-day role effectively? So for this criteria, I would like for you to include perhaps a page or 2 pages of the standards or specification or criteria that you are making a judgment on. Standards and criteria can be found on awarding body websites. They can be found within company handbooks, company procedures or policies. So it's going to help you to make that informed judgment, okay, on the observation. My advice is to number your criteria or standards, and that's going to make it easier for you when you are conducting the observation stage of the learner, and it's going to be easier to map your observation notes to the evidence reference criteria, which we'll come on to shortly. Now, if you're taking the Carver course and if you are perhaps new to perhaps a working role, and if you're unsure about your own standard design criteria, do not worry. You could create your own standards and criteria. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to include the criteria for London Lawn Turf. Okay, so we're staying with our workplace assessments, and we are going to just put here the London Lawn Turf criteria of the vehicle check and yard safety criteria. So it is one document. So please, when putting in your criteria to observe the learner, 1 to 2 pages maximum is fantastic, no more than that. So as you can see, we have the 2 main criteria sections. One is to understand the importance of health and safety in the workplace, and 2 is to demonstrate how to complete a vehicle check and show knowledge of the relevant procedures. Okay, and as you can see, we have the subsections. 1.1, identify health and safety responsibilities as they relate to your role. 1.2, demonstrate an understanding of health and safety signage. 1.3, understand the requirements for PPE in your role. And we just have the vehicle checklist here. We have, once again, demonstrate how to complete a vehicle check and show knowledge of the relevant procedures. We have 2.1, that would be checking the lights and reflectors of the vehicle. 2.1.1 is checking the mirrors. So if you have your criteria, why not number it in order to make it crystal clear when you are conducting your observation? But once again, to complete section 4, all we're looking for is a maximum of 1 to 2 pages of the standards and criteria. You can copy and paste your standards into this page here, or if it's easier for you, you can, of course, attach perhaps the criteria as a separate document when you are submitting your assessment to us. But my advice is to keep it simple. The observation should be typically 30 minutes, 45 minutes, but no more than 1 hour. Okay, so keep the observation as simple as possible when you are planning your assessments. Hopefully, this video has been useful in order to explain the standards, specification and criteria section. Okay, if you do have any questions, please get in contact with the team. And our next video is going to be on product of work.